Alright everybody, we are going to continue with the Durin story quest and well, we need to meet up with Albedo and I really hope that this is not going to be a 10-minute quest because hey, I am skipping after all because we are not learning anything important, so I'm skipping those things. I want something related to the lore and
Durin,
to the core of the abyssal
if this
power
had been
from
dragon
the
that ended up being revived in Mondstadt,
from
there's no
the
telling what kind of calamity
Durin.
the people would have had to endure. So, if you think about it like that, Durin's actually a hero. No, I'm just a little envious, that's all. Not everyone gets a chance to be a hero.
Actually, most of the credit belongs to Albedo.
Then again, barely anyone even remembers you at this point.
Ah, so you three still remember Durin. Looks like the memory loss hasn't spread to close friends. Yet.
Yet?
I guess that means my memory of you must still be complete as well.
Albedo.
Yup. Why
you're
wouldn't
here too?
I
I
think I pieced
remember
together some
you?
of what happened to him. But what's your take on things?
Master Jean filled me in on what happened, and I've got a few theories. But let's get on the same page first. Well, physically, he's doing fine. His body is holding the abyssal power at bay. And there's nothing whatsoever to indicate any risk of collapse.
So,
The issue isn't so much that the abyssal power within him has gotten out of control. It's that the connection between his will and body is fading.
Oh,
If he ends up losing his conscious will, his body will fall back on its biological instincts. And that's when the abyssal power within it will take over. This book mentioned a witch's gathering. Bringing fairy tale Durin into this world to replace the Durin on Dragonspine means using one Durin's fate to overwrite the others.
oh.
The power of alchemy alone would not be enough to pull off such a feat. It would have required the combined use of Miss Barbeloff's astrology, my teacher's alchemy, and Aunt Alice's magic. After learning of Miss Barbeloff's prophecy, Durin and I finally came up with a way to settle the Dragonspine Durin problem for good. And I took care of the alchemy side of things, which, looking back on it, seems to have been a part of their plan all along. So now... As for the... I still can't figure...
so,
A form of magic powerful enough to rewrite fate itself.
Well, we've no time to lose. I just need to take a look at the book.
Did
The
they
next
say
part of
that
the
she
story most
died?
likely relates to me. So the memory that unlocks it must be connected to me too.
huh?
The giant tree was home to a broken branch, the shape of its splintered arm aligning perfectly with the branch that had burst forth from the castle walls. Join yourself to that broken bough, but first,
I see.
Okay, nothing interesting. My phone is becoming too heavy for the camera.
guided by the breeze,
Come on,
the little
dude.
dragon arrived at an alchemist's workshop. There he was greeted by a clay figure, a child molded by the sage witch's hands. Though gentle in appearance, he had inherited his mother's cold, sharp wisdom. And he was determined to avert the calamity the evil dragon would bring, and so was his helper, none other than the little dragon himself.
What is this
Okay, it
place?
seems that this is not going to be the last part, as I said in
looks
the
like it's
last episode.
Albedo?
Hold on. Why do I look like this?
Oh, yeah.
But if
At
we are
least you
going
were still
to need to
since
wait for a
Cat
daily
Guy has taken
reset,
on a different
like,
appearance
dude,
too.
come on.
That must
Why
mean
so many
but
times?
You...
I'd like to know more.
And just like that.
Come on, what are we waiting for? Next chapter, here we come. Ouch!
But this was a chapter that had not yet been written.
What? Then what's the point of having? Sounds like a pretty bad habit for a writer.
Over here. I found something.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale.
Sounds like this chapter is about Albedo bringing me to life?
If that
Oh
really
my
was
god,
the
we
solution,
are
though,
only
this
at the
would have been over the
rebirth.
minute I
There has to be
It
some other
seems
reason.
like a
Yeah,
beginning.
I'd like to explore the area a bit. Do you think we could just
skip
be
it.
it the calamity headed for Mondstadt or my inability to leave behind a story of my own? Doesn't it all come down to the fact that this heart never truly died? What if, here in this story, we could finally destroy it?
And you die with it.
Could Aunt Alice's magic really allow us to do what's theoretically meant to be impossible?
Either way, it's an intriguing idea. I'm not opposed to giving it a shot.
Durin.
It's just... I'm still afraid someday, even you guys will end up forgetting me. If there's... But I'm not sure if I can... So please...
With the help of his friends, the little dragon destroyed the evil dragon's heart, using up every last ounce of his strength. In his eyes, this would ensure that his story and his alone remained in the world beyond the castle's walls. But the evil dragon's heart was like a great tree with roots digging deep beneath the surface. Cutting off the branches did not kill it. No, it just made it impossible for a new branch to take their place. The gnarled roots retreated back into the frozen earth, biding their time for a chance to bud again. Cut off from their source, the little...
Who am I?
Is this...
And so the story ended.
Oh no. That means what
Was this the quest from the event where he looked like that?
Hello, children. If you're hearing this recording, it's because you've reached a certain ending.
What?
You may have noticed that little Durin's experiences have been written into the pages of this book. Well, you should know that in the same way, its ending will also be written onto him. So be careful, because triggering a bad ending could be somewhat problematic.
Wouldn't there be only
Let me guess.
one ending?
You're upset that I didn't warn you earlier? Don't worry, though. I've thought it all through. I built a very special feature into this book, just for you, the witnesses of this tale. So, go ahead. See if you can turn back the pages. If you're not happy with the ending you've reached, just flip back a few pages and let the tale unfold once more.
So we can change his life indefinitely.
Unless the little dragon kept moving, eventually he would be forgotten. The evil dragon.
Looks like we have whatever happens next.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale.
We already heard those 3 pages.
The evil dragon's heart.
Okay, 2 pages. This is a different one.
And a new life came into being. The evil dragon's heart beat in his chest, and the little dragon's soul guided him forward. Thus did the prophecy hold true, even as fate had been rewritten. And so was the little dragon born anew.
Okay. Was that correct ending?
Born anew, the little dragon set off once more, his story far from over.
Huh?
What comes next might be the most crucial part of all. The real last step.
If fate really is as devious as they say, then I say, show us what you've got.
Wow! You're all so serious all of a sudden.
Is he going to take over?
Durin, are you alright?
The evil dragon's heart was now one with the little dragon, yet the dark power within it still lingered. Would the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
Hey, what kind of question is that? Of course he's gonna control it.
Time is running out. So, will the little dragon dare to hold this power back?
What's up with...
Do we need to correct the...
Would he dare to hold this power back? Or would he simply give in?
I mean, we don't have enough elixir.
The little dragon and his companions blank. Blank again.
Huh? What's going on?
Once the ink runs out, is that the end of the story?
I had a feeling this would happen.
What's happening to the others?
Oh.
Now that the story's ink was spent, all that lay ahead were blank pages.
So... let's redo it.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Okay, so let's return.
Would he dare to hold this power back? Or would he simply...
But what if I return to the castle? I mean...
Returning to the castle. I just never thought crossing over into a new world would create so much trouble. All I wanted was to make some friends. I'm starting to think I kind of miss being in Simulanka.
You might look back on it with fondness.
Can I
but
what?
If I were you, I wouldn't miss it.
Why?
Sometimes, moving on with your life comes at a cost. But that's better than going nowhere at all.
You don't have to worry, Durin. No matter what
Okay. Sometimes I wish I could just go back and see it again.
As the little dragon slipped back inside the castle's walls, the clamor
Welcome,
of the outside
Lucas.
world fell away.
Are you happy now?
There was no danger here. As soon as his mother finished her story, it was time for the child to drift off into the world of dreams.
Well, you can hear it a million times
And
from me
so the
because,
story ended
well, not many people
with the
watch
little
me.
dragon fast asleep in his...
What's going on? I feel so weak.
Hey, what's happening? Durin!
Is this another ending? He died? What the hell?
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope.
This
You just
stupid
need to
quest.
keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Would he dare to hold this power map? Or would he simply give in?
I guess we are wasting 1 minute of my life because we are just waiting to lose any power that is left in me.
Would he
Well, that's enough.
hold this power map?
That's more than enough.
Would he simply give in?
Simple but understandable. That's enough. This is the last option. Oh my god, this was the perfect timing to do that animation.
The little dragon was at an impasse, and the dark power within him surged like a tide. Unchecked, the darkness engulfed everything around it, including the little dragon's soul. The little dragon's story faded into nothingness, and in the world beyond the castle, only the evil dragon's tale endured.
Is this me?
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fading from sight, leaving nothing
Wait,
but
this is
the
the moment
evil
when we
dragon's
defeated him
shadow
and
in his place.
got his form as a little dragon actually, before Albedo made him a person. You have it in the title, Genshin Impact.
What do we do?
Don't tell me I'm going back again.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
My head hurts. This is just so stupid.
What's going on here?
What?
So,
This is...
now? Did we use too much earlier?
I think that the quest is over soon, so don't worry. Anyways, the game is not about these kind of quests from the characters. You have the main story, which we are not completing at the moment. So you have the main story and you have building the characters, you know, weapons, artifacts, talents. So it's completely different from what we are doing now.
I suppose the final decision. It's hard to believe.
Minecraft, yeah. We are going to play it, but after I record all of the other games that I have. I have roughly 10 games left to record. And then I can start with Minecraft.
Little dragon with very uncrossable edges of existence. And all of a sudden it began to fracture as if struck by some transcending will.
Gotta...
New video? About what? Well, fine. I don't plan on doing it at the moment. When we get to the max level, then
My consciousness...
I'm going to do it. So, level 90 clubs, and we are going to stream.
Stand tall, Durin. You are not some... Yes, Durin, but you must...
I can't feel a connection.
You're not alone in this world, Durin. At the very least, you have me.
I can't
Good luck
remember
with that.
anything. Who am I?
Your name is Durin, and there are many who still remember it.
My name is Durin.
You're taking too long. Come on, Durin, run! In this world, fate waits for no one.
Wait! Where am I meant to go? What am I supposed to do?
Go, make your wish come true, Durin.
My wish?
Okay.
Your story's not over yet.
Whatever this is.
Silence, huh? Have you nothing to say about my proposal?
Let me get this straight. You want to graft your story onto this unfinished thread of fate, and in doing so, not only rewrite that fate, but allow the story to live on.
Quite the brilliant idea. Still, the story's survival depends entirely on whether the author keeps writing.
Exactly. And the moment foretold by the prophecy is still centuries away.
I see. I thought my own ignorance might be the problem. That I'd asked more of the noble science of alchemy than it could ever deliver. Or that I had failed to discern the heavenly
the comment
signs
is
and
loading.
grasp the secret truth
I cannot see it.
underlying the prophecy. Little did I imagine that time itself would prove to be the greatest hurdle of all.
Well, my friend.
Someday,
Thank you, everyone. Will you lend me your magic one last time?
I thought
Just
so,
enough for me to keep
but I
the
don't know
story
why is it
alive
taking
until
so
the
long
prophecy
to
is
load
fulfilled?
just one simple
You
emoji.
want me to extend your
Does it make
lifespan?
sense?
No, not in that sense. As Rhindaughter once told me, the laws governing life and death are among the most unyielding in this world. I'm well aware of that. Whether it lasts a day or an age, the span of one's life is determined by fate alone. If I tried to breach that law by force,
Oh,
I'm
the
afraid
loading
I would
emoji.
lose
Okay,
what
okay.
makes me. This is not about. I would like you.
I see. I could create a. Oh, but for it to work.
How much?
Oh, no matter how. Someday, perhaps.
Still.
Oh, my dear Anya.
Once he leaves, I'll just.
Anya, why not just let him remain within the story? With my magic, even fate's curse could be undone and he could live happily ever after.
I suppose. In fact, that's just how. Tell me, Al.
To.
Not a bad.
Okay, let's just skip this part
No
because
matter how for
this
them.
doesn't seem it's
What if
important.
You mean you said it, but I found this ink for.
They are
what
talking
is
about
even
what we
once
are
and
experiencing at the moment, so
Character.
that way.
don't
And
see a
you
reason
know-
to listen to
but
it.
First of all, as you gradually hand over creative control, that connection will grow weaker, and at some point, he might lose it altogether.
But at the same time,
The issue is, in fact,
we still have the story.
it's entirely but
I still believe his hope.
what? And you do know how much.
Thank you, my friend. Well then, my child. Do you understand what you must?
Yes, it's my turn.
Then what?
What will become of you after I take up this pen?
I will fade away. There will no longer be a reason for me to go on existing.
So
My
you're giving your
or
life
your mother, I
for
should
someone
say,
else
passed.
I know. It's just
who you just
when
met
you lose your mom too soon.
after
it's
who
hard
knows
to
how
tear
many
yourself away
years
from the
of
stories you
him
used to
living
read.
by himself.
Durin.
But after coming to this, I
Doesn't
suddenly
make
realized
sense.
maybe this is just what growing up. I'm ready to grow up now.
You've witnessed this story from the very from here.
Okay, just
now
take a pen
I ask
and
of you,
do
will
what you want.
Turn the page so the next chapter can begin. Suddenly and without warning, the powers of darkness struck. The question was, could the little dragon prevail? Alas, it was here that the story witch's tale had to end.
But Durin's tale, on the other hand, had only just begun.
Wait,
Stepping
is
into
this
his mother's
really the
memories,
ending now?
He picked up her pen,
After so many
and so the story that was ending began anew.
After so many tries and daily
He had
resets,
made
is
up
this
his mind
really
to
the end
challenge
now?
the fate that barred the way ahead.
Looks like this is the final step.
A chance to strike back at fate? Now that's not something that comes knocking every day.
So he's going to fight himself.
No,
Okay,
that
just
fate no
shut up.
longer defined.
Really?
Absurd! Story has only just begun!
Oh my god. For real, dude.
No dodging this one. Here, I'll help lift you up.
Okay, I'm confused.
Leave it, only my story shall endure.
Oh! Half of his HP. Nice. Well, that's a great thing. We are being honest.
Looks like there's nowhere to hide. Here, I'll cover for you.
Well, Albedo, you are absolutely late with that comment. Like, dude, you could have said it like 10 seconds ago.
Watch! This time, the light prevails! Thank you, Mom. And so it was that Durin defeated the darkness and rewrote his fate. But his story is far from over.
Okay. I'm kinda confused. Is this going to really be the end?
Is everyone okay?
So we basically didn't learn anything new, we just...
I have to admit, I owe you all
you
so
know,
much.
Just a shame I
They
could...
just showed us how
The chance
he
to strike back.
was rebirthed,
Allow me to just check one
reborn,
thing.
and the things that we already know when we defeated that dragon.
The abyssal power within you.
Thank goodness!
And
I
they
wonder
just
what it
told
means,
us about that part as
Look,
well.
It all turned out fine, so just leave it at that. Now that this one's out of danger...
You're leaving so soon? But don't humans usually
A party? Anyway, come find me again next time you're in trouble.
At least I'm not
In a
late
way,
as
though,
you
he
are.
is right. This...
Hey, I don't...
It's all right.
Mm-hmm.
All right then. Traveler, and
Okay! So, it's party time next! Huh?
What? Don't tell me there's another chapter.
Congratulations on
Oh,
She must have known the
okay.
moment we finished!
I've heard dressing appropriately is a must for socializing.
Oh, is this... Yeah, that's the outfit. Okay. Return to the book. Why am I returning to the book again? Oh, we are just going to talk with Alice. Okay.
It's been...
Yes, yes, yes.
I chose the... It's not easy finding someone with that kind of background, you know. For a moment.
At least it made for an interesting story, right? Huh?
So, Venti
Hexens are...
Sorry for the...
and Alice,
Nothing up
Here.
well, they were just, you know, in the back,
well. Somehow, despite all
looking
the
at us
messes cuffs,
and,
if only the others were here too.
I'm
I don't
right
know.
here.
Is that you?
Come here,
having
child.
fun with us
me take a
failing the
closer-
story
All
3
right.
times.
Just as I thought. This child's fate does not appear among the stars. Anya has accomplished what almost no one before her could.
What does that mean?
Child, all you need to know.
Oh.
Very lucky doesn't actually give me answers
Tell me,
and
little
doesn't
What
let
will
me
you do
learn
next?
anything
I for
about
one-
him.
Well, there's...
Or at
How
least
about
about his
settling your most recent
possible
regrets?
near future. Oh, thank you. Now I don't even know that part. How many things will I not know about Durin and his
To
story?
make the long...
Thank you once again, Alice.
How much time?
Yup,
I
yup.
believe
This feels like having to say our final goodbyes all over again.
I don't strange.
Oh, please.
Huh.
Aside from saying, since the book,
There's no
Okay,
all that
I don't care. It's not about Durin. We are here just for Durin.
My child, these may be the last words I get to leave you. I've always thought of the characters in my stories as my children, loving each one of them, just like a mother would. But you are the most extraordinary of them all. You alone can defy the fate of this world and write the perfect ending to my story. You alone shall leave these pages for a future I will not see. Still I say to you, fly, my sweet child. Just like a forest breeze yearns for the open sky, head into the unknown and seek an adventure to call your own. If you meet a dragon bright as 1,000 jewels, dance through the air together. You are not alone, for this world has accepted your place in it. Do not lose heart. You still have many wishes left to fulfill. A long tale awaits you, my love. Let songs and flowers be the ink that fills its pages. Take my pen and use it to continue your story.
Okay, so we did get to the very end, finally. And if I go and read it, okay, we can go all the way from the beginning to the end. Anyways, finally, we have done it. We have completed Durin's story quest, and we have only Varkas left. That's going to be the next one and the last one, because until we get the next update, we are not going to have any Archon quest or character story quest. So yeah, the Varkas story quest is going to be the next one, and that's going to be about it. So yeah, thank you for joining, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day, and well, I hope I will see you in the Varkas story quest. I'm not sure if it is going to be tomorrow, but it is going to be probably tomorrow. So yeah, see you soon.